Hey guys, what's up? It's Marco, and today I'm going to be talking about my top picks for the next Doctor Who actor. Yes, that's right, Peter Capaldi has announced recently that he'll be leaving the show alongside showrunner Stephen Moffat after this year's Christmas special. So now it's time for the BBC to start casting for the next Doctor Who, and I have a few favorites of my own. But first off, I just want to mention that my list won't have any actors currently tied to major film franchises like Benedict Cumberbatch, Eddie Redmayne, Tom Hiddleston, or John Boyega, and it will not include any returning Doctor Who actors like David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston, Matt Smith, or Tom Baker. Alright, let's get started. First on the list, Ben Whishaw. Ben Whishaw is probably best known for his role as Q in the Daniel Craig James Bond films, and he's also the most favorited by any gambling Whovian, but I think this choice is just too obvious given his similarities to both David Tennant and Matt Smith. He's another British actor with a big head of hair, and maybe the series could use something a little bit different, something more like an older actor like Tim Roth. Yes, the same Tim Roth from Quentin Tarantino films such as Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, and he's also no stranger to television with his recent Fox series, Lie to Me. Hey, if this guy can take on the Incredible Hulk, then he can definitely take on an army of Daleks. Speaking of Marvel movies, how about Andrew Garfield as the Doctor? I mean, I feel bad for the guy after he lost the role of Spider-Man, and it wasn't entirely his fault. He just had the bad misfortune of being cast in a terrible Spider-Man movie. Plus, he has some added credibility since he did star in a few episodes of Doctor Who prior to this. Yeah, I know he's another floppy-haired British guy, but you know, a little familiarity in the Doctor Who series doesn't hurt. But now if you're looking for something a little bit different, why not British comedian Richard Ayoade from the IT Crowd? Doctor Who has always had a very comedic side, and I'm sure that Richard could crank that up to 1,000. Given the right material, I'm very curious to see what he could do in the role of the Doctor. And if you want something very different, why not Peggy Carter herself, Hayley Atwell? Yes, no Doctor Who fan casting would be complete without at least one female on the list, but Hayley Atwell is more than just a pretty face. She is a bad ass and a force to be reckoned with, and she's proven herself time and time again on Marvel's Agent Carter. And now that show's cancelled, and her ABC pilot hasn't been picked up for a series yet, she has a lot more time on her hands. And she can still cameo in the MCU every once in a while. I would love to see Hayley Atwell as 13, but I'm not going to hold my breath just quite yet. I mean, the show is still quite a few years away from having a female Doctor, even though Series 8 introduced us to a female Master, but the fans can hope, can't they? Alright, so this next part is a bit of a spoiler for Game of Thrones Season 6. So if you're not all caught up with the show yet, you might want to skip to this time code right here. Alright, 3, 2, 1. I don't think we'll be seeing a lot of Ramsay Bolton in the final 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, so Ewan Rayon should be all freed up to play the Doctor. In Series 11, we all know that Ewan can play a great villain. Now let's see if he can pull off the hero, or even an anti-hero Time Lord, or a Time Lord social outcast, like his character from Misfits. And now for my final choice as the 13th Doctor, Rowan Atkinson. Just kidding. Nah, it's Rupert Grint. Both Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson have been able to shake off their Harry Potter roles with successful Hollywood films, but Rupert has continued to be viewed as Ron Weasley. However, all that could be changed around if he took on the role of the Doctor, and the Doctor has always wanted to be a ginger, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, did I pick Grint just because he's a ginger? No, not really. He's a great comedic actor, as we've seen throughout all 8 Harry Potter films, and you know the fandoms would lose their minds if Rupert was cast as 13. Now there you have it, my top picks for the next Doctor Who actor. I made a conscious decision to leave out actors like Hugh Laurie, Carl Urban, Idris Elba, and Jude Law, just to shake things up a little bit. I'm sorry for the short length of this video, I'm actually feeling really sick right now, I'm recording with a sore throat, but I do hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I will return next week with more videos and more podcasts, maybe even a video about why I love DC Rebirth. Make sure to comment below your favorite Doctor Who picks, like who would you want to play the 13th Doctor, and also remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Have a good week guys, I'll see you next time, peace!